my dear Sagittarius. This is the reading about what the person most on your mind would want to happen between you two, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to this channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's an all signs reading up. How are my lost love doing without me? For the full members to this channel, and the reading, what will I bring into existence with the next person coming into my life, is up for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and check out the many perks of membership through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I use the Light SEER'S Tarot with Chris Ann, and I will start shuffling your cards. So when I open your deck here, I see the Five of Pentacles together with Seven of Pentacles. So it seems like this person feels like there's some type of delay in your relationship. That there's something that isn't going in the pace that they want things to go, or things doesn't happen in the pace that they want things to happen. Okay. I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Five of Wands together with Seven of Pentacles. So they might feel like the relationship isn't going too well, that there's maybe conflicts, or that they feel judged, or with the Seven of Pentacles here, that things isn't growing in the right direction. Okay, so I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we have an Ace of Wands popping. So Ace of Wands, it's like they're still inspired by this, but they might also, you know, lose patience and kind of go up in flames. Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands, there's a lot of fire there. So maybe the person will run away from you, or have a big tantrum, something similar to that. Okay. Six elements. Judgment with the Ace of Wands. Okay, so they are not happy with the relationship. They see that they need to make some kind of decision in this situation. They also feel like they're holding themselves back from maybe starting to scream, or have a nervous breakdown, or a raging fit. Okay, so 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Sagittarius viewers. And I want my dear Sagittarius to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. Also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So they fell out some cards, and it said this person, they want to have like a they want to be happy like the next person. And right now they are not happy, the Ten of Swords, but they might have a hard time telling you this, the Two of Swords. So they are maybe keeping half of what they think or feel for themselves. Two of Swords is a very diplomatic card, so it might be that they don't want to hurt your feelings by blunting out the truth. But if being pushed and pushed and pushed, this person might blare out the truth anyway, because of the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands that we saw. I will also remind you that the reading can sometimes be in the reverse, so this might be how you are feeling about the person most on your mind. So I will tune in for a few seconds here to you and the person most on your mind, and what this person would want to happen between the two of you. Okay. So this is their most likely action and the evolution of the relationship, and this is what they would want to have happen. We see the Seven of Wands and the Hierophant, Six of Cups. So it feels like this person wants to make friends with you, but they're also, there's a limit to what they can take, okay? And I'm hearing a song with that. I think the song is called Stranger. I will put it in the description box, and the lyrics of that song is like a mini tarot reading, might explain more how the person feels. And this is the most likely action, 3 of Wands. So this person seems very solution oriented, like they have their boundaries, but they're also ready to communicate. And 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. It might be that this person feels that they want to have you in their life, like for a foreseeable future. But this can also be like someone that wants to be friends with the Knight of Wands there. But we'll see. This is their intentions. And we have the 8 of Wands. Goes very well with this 3 of Wands and shows that this person wants to talk, clear out communication errors, or try to communicate in a way that makes the situation more clear for both of you. What is it that you have in common? What kind of topics is it where you are kind of having the opposite idea, and how can you deal with this, and how can you compromise? So their feelings are the High Priestess. She's a little bit on the chilly side, and it's because she has self-respect. She doesn't want to be run over or trampled on. She doesn't want her inner paradise or peace of mind to be disturbed. So if there's, for example, is a lot of conflicts in the relationship, they probably don't appreciate that because it disturbs their inner peace or peace of mind. But the High Priestess also shows that this person is pretty like chill and laid back and kind of competent to deal with this situation as well, to be able to solve it. And this is how they view you, and it's a King of Cups. This came in the same position maybe for Virgo as well. So it might be that the Virgo reading applies to your situation. And it shows that they feel like you are a strong, healthy, nice, warm, generous person, okay? And they feel the love from you. They feel loved by you, okay? And this is how they view the relationship. And it's the beautiful 10 of Cups. So it feels like this person really wants to be in this relationship and they want to figure it out. The best would be if you could maybe keep the drama on the low and, have an amazing, great time together, support each other, and kind of talk in a way that's not sounding like criticism or attack towards each other. Sometimes it helps if we see the other person as our client, certain things we wouldn't say or do towards our client, and it usually helps in more closer relationship, like deep friendship, family situation, or in a romantic relationship. This is what they would want to have happen, and we see the 2 of Pentacles, so they don't know. It's like one day it's fine and next it's black. So if you want me off your back, that's another song for you. Should I stay or should I go? I'll write it down here. Should I stay? There's many versions of this song, original and a lot of others, but I think I will put in the original. I usually do, but sometimes the covers are better. Okay, so the person wants to give this relationship a chance because they feel like you're such a loving person, and the relationship has so much potential, but they don't like the ups and downs in the relationship, or the drama that we saw, or it's not drama per se, it's conflict, like you have different ideas and maybe you get angry with each other and use the silent treatment or walk away from each other because we saw the door closed and person sitting outside and waiting outside that closed door. Well, we'll see. This is their most likely action. So we have the World card. They want this to be dealt with in a grown-up fashion. They also realize here that you trigger each other. This is the alchemic wedding, so it means that opposite attracts. And that goes as long as we are not healed. As long as we are not ourselves a healed person, we will be attracted towards people that has the qualities that we need to integrate in ourselves. So, for example, we can be a super responsible person and we fall in love with someone irresponsible because we ourselves needs to be more healthy at this area and not take responsibility for everything in the whole wide world. We might need to learn to relax as well. So our partner that we are attracted to will show us this. And here with the World card, together with the Temperance, it can go a little bit either way. This basically says that you're soulmates and they're very attracted to you. But the World card can also be that the person wants to talk about closure or boundaries here. 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, High Priestess. So this little triangle says, I had enough. While these cards together says, I want to work on our relationship. And here we have the Magician. So the Magician in this case, 1, 2, is telling us that this person are going to be very firm with certain things, like certain things that they want, certain things that they need to engage and continue with a beautiful relationship. 10, 1 plus 0, 1, so 1, 1. It's like an offer, we can say. Knight of Pentacles, so they want things to move forward, like steadily, slowly, healthy, in a way that's where you both are able to stay cool and not get get too triggered or too upset or too sad. And here we have a beautiful 2 of Cups instead of the 2 of Pentacles. So it definitely seems like this person wants a good outcome with you, and they're prepared to put in some effort to get that to happen. A lot of communication here, but they also want to be respected in their boundaries, and there's certain things they probably don't want to compromise about. So if you want to be with this person, you probably need to yield in these areas. And don't be offended because it sounds like everything is your fault. It's not like that, because I'm reading what the person on your mind would want to happen. And of course they would want you to change and them to be respected. That's pretty normal. So this is not a heavenly advice for how to act or who's to blame. It's rather that it seems like this person wants to give the relationship an honest chance, but they also had they are being too triggered in some areas where they think that the relationship isn't stable, or it's too much conflict or drama, or you are too much of a mismatch in some way, which causing them to feel disharmony in the relationship. We have the 2 of Swords falling out. This is 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. So they want to reach the 2 of Cups, but they have they judge the relationship in some areas. Okay. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So it's a 7 of Wands and the High Priestess that we saw. So they're putting themselves on their side in this situation. There's limits to what they can take. Okay. And engagement ring. So engagement ring with the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups and the King of Cups. It shows that they probably want to be in this relationship for a foreseeable future. And twin flames, yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. So it's like the Temperance card with the black and yellow sun here. That you need to work on not thinking that the other person should change, but rather become more like them, or balance your own extreme quality against their extreme quality, and you might get something in the middle which is balanced and healed, or that's more healthy. Okay. Balance, equilibrium is giving us peace of mind and happiness. It also makes us feel more grown up and more laid back and less triggered by stuff. Okay. So with the chart of sexual magic, I will clarify their intentions, the 8 of Wands. We have the Star card here. That's 17, 1 plus 7, 8. This card says that this person feels very connected with you. We also have the World card here. And they feel certain intimacy with you, where they... there's certain quality that you have with just a few people. You can't stand to be around, everyone for long periods of time. It's just your special people. Clarifying how they feel. We have the 6 of Cups. So they want to fix this. They want to reconcile if this relationship is in some way broken, or if you have a fallout. But they have, again, it's with this High Priestess, 7 of Wands. So they want to make nice, but they also want to be nice towards themselves and their own inner child, because this is the childhood card as well as reconciliation card. Clarifying how they view you. The Devil. So the Devil together with the King of Cups can show that there's sometimes the King of Cups is too engaged with their emotions, so they're getting like a little bit over dramatic or clingy, or they might become jealous or obsessive. It's when their own feelings isn't in equilibrium. They want the other person to fix that gaping hole. So it might be, you can't go on that party because I feel jealous, or what can we say? You can't speak. Mostly I'm seeing jealousy here. So there's probably other things that can trigger this this duo of the Devil and the King of Cups. Okay. So might be that they also think that you are too much with other people, or bringing in a third party situation or something. So it can be like that as well. Doesn't have to be that they blame you for being jealous. They might also be jealous and say, hey, if you're going to deal with these other people, that's not, I have my boundaries. It can be like that as well. Clarifying how they view the relationship. And we have the Knight of Wands. We saw the Knight of Wands before together with the 10 of Pentacles. Here it comes with the 10 of Cups. So I definitely feel like this person wants to enjoy the relationship for a foreseeable period. But the Knight of Wands is not usually like a person that wants to settle. So they want to live an exciting life. So don't try to, put them in the devilish chains and trying to make them, stay at home with you. Live the adventure together with them. They probably will settle down eventually and get comfortable, as most people, like in the comfort zone. But right now they want to explore more of the world. Okay, so clarifying the 2 of Pentacles, justice. So they want balance. They don't want this ups and downs in the relationship. So next time you feel like, starting a fight or complaining about something, or, interrogating them, which again, remember that this is how they feel or what they would want to happen. So it might be totally unfair. But next time, if you want this person to be happy, you could try and explain yourself in ways that's not that doesn't trigger them too much. For example, let's say that they forgot to call. What does that matter? If a friend forgets to call, maybe that's not a big deal for you. So if this person forgets to call, maybe that can be not a big deal either. If it becomes a pattern, we can say, hey, when you are not calling, when you're promising, it makes me feel less valuable. I hope you want me to feel valuable in the relationship, so please try to remember to call me. I know we can't remember something we forgot, but please, please, please. So that can be like a better way to say it. That's not making the other person feels like a villain, for example. Or if you have some issue with how they are doing certain things, some other things, tell them in a way that's being supportive, like say so of the thing you want them to do. Give them a lot of praise for the times that they actually call in time. Say, oh, I waited for your call. I'm so happy you called. I'm so glad to hear from you, because that might maybe trigger that they remember you calling you more often than if you get upset with them, for example. So just try and see if you can get back into more harmony in the relationship, so it doesn't have to be like these ups and downs. It can be more tranquil. So clarifying the World card, the most likely action, we have the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands, it's Jupiter and Leo. We have Jupiter and Venus very close on the heavens right now. We'll see. I will wait with that. It's a little bit edgy. Clarifying the Temperance card and Eight of Pentacles. Okay. I want to clarify this. I will take the brutally honest. Clarify the Six of Wands there. I was acting from my ego. I feel you even when we're miles apart. So they might act a little bit like they are not, you know, they don't need a relationship. Sometimes it becomes like that. If we give too much to a person, they will become like a fat cat. They don't want to chase after the mice or rats. So it might be that they feel a little bit casual with the relationship, or that they feel as if they take you a little bit for granted. Okay. But this combination of cards is great. It shows that they want to work on the relationship and fix things. But occasionally they feel like they could do well without you, and that they are kind of taking you a little bit for granted. And they are saying they are acting from their ego, but they also feel you when you are miles apart. So I just think it's this imbalance. Sometimes if we have someone that's really upset with us, we start to kind of walk away from that person, away from that problematic situation, and towards something that feels calmer or nicer. So I think this can be easily passed. It's this kind of taking you for granted stuff because they have such a beautiful engagement here. So we'll see. Clarify the Magician, Death, and Knight of Pentacles, Temperance card again, Temperance. So it's like either or. They feel like we could have a closure now. We could close off this relationship. I would maybe not even become particularly hurt from our separation, is what this cool ego cards are saying in combination here. But we can also work on our issues, change them, and like put in a good effort to act sane and level-headed in this relationship. And then we can work it out. So it's like they're giving options here. Clarifying the Two of Cups, and it's the Hermit. So it also says they want to be with you, but they also need their space sometimes. So that can also be an issue. So if there's something else that the Brutally Honest Oracle wants to say. I have a lot of insecurities, and I don't think I ever truly knew you. I love you more than I want to admit. So maybe this person isn't super great on taking criticism. Like they can become triggered by that if they have a lot of insecurities. And when you get in fights, it's almost like they feel like they don't know you anymore. Who are you? When both of you are arguing. But I think there's strong love in this situation, and it can overcome the hurdles if we start to be a little bit more respectful towards each other, and that goes for both people, and use great communication skills to find ways forward. It seems like this person wants to be like a good person working together with you. So they are fighting their own ego, for example, or their own feeling of taking you for granted and things like this. They're trying to overcome it, and they also ask you to overcome whatever issues you might have, for example, when it comes to control or not giving them space here. Okay, so I would urge you to watch the love reading for March and the reading What Do They Want to Have Happen from previous month to get more information about this relationship. You can also order personal readings, distance healing, and past life regression sessions at my webpage, tart.com.se. And please share my videos on your social media to let more people know about them. Also like the videos to show YouTube that you want to continue to see readings from me in your feed. And of course subscribe and hit the notification bell to be sure that you get noticed when I'm posting a new video. Thank you so much in advance also for watching this far. Take care of yourself and stay blessed. Bye for now.